Gatesville, Texas for the last picture show drive-in, VW show, swap meet, hang out, camp out, watch a movie. It is fun, fun, fun. We had a little bit of weather, but things are looking pretty good, I would say. So stay with us today. We are headed to the last picture show drive-in, everybody. It's gonna be some fun.
Demonstrate deck height. It's a cutaway block. It's actually donated by Rick K. It's a blown up motor. We just cut it apart, trying to make it more visual for everybody. These are all junk parts. None of these are within specs, so numbers may be a little funny from a normal engine. So basically got crank rods, piston. There's no rings on the piston, no clips. It's cleaned enough to check the deck height. So I cut this deck originally on just this cylinder to show you the difference between a non-cut and a cut deck. We'll start with that. So you'll bring it up to top dead center. On my setup, you'll feel the piston like just stop. It's just the depth bike. I try to measure right in the center of the piston, so there's any rock or anything in the piston, any which way, I'll measure the true deck height, true center of the deck height. So we have 220 thousandths, or 270 thousandths. With minus 250 for the thickness of my plate, which gives us a 20 thousandths deck height. And I use CB Performance engine calculator. It's very easy to use. There's other ones online you can use. It helps. You have to know the head CCs, deck height, which is this part. So for a 25 thousandths deck height with a 50 cc's chamber, it would leave us at 8.4 to 1. Now, I would not run that on any 1600 setup, because 20 thousandths, 25 thousandths even, the expansion rate between the piston and the cylinder, when it's cold, will smack the head. It'll sound like a rod knock. So your minimum is usually 42-ish, 42 thousandths. I try to run at 45 to stop that from happening. So then you try to get your target after that, whatever your compression ratio is. And you can add shims like this underneath the barrel. You can cut this deck, and all this is done on your pre-assembly before you actually do your final build. And you can also cut down your chamber to lower the cc's inside the head to change the compression ratios. And all you're doing is basically, it's the measurement of the volume, complete volume of the cylinder and head, and how far it can compress that. And that's what that basically compression ratio is all about. So I can show you a little bit of a difference on just adding the shim, what it does. And the stuff's going on. If that ever happens in the wild, you can sometimes grab a hold of these with a pair of vice grips and get it to come out and get it to stop spinning.
That's a CB Performance plate?
No, that's something I had made.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they have one. It's a little square one, and it's got like a piston stop on it. I've never used it, so I don't know how that one works. A buddy of mine had a water jet machine and made me this one, so
that's perfect.
It's stainless, so
yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah.
And I have alternators on a lot of my cars, but if you're going to use LED lights and you're going to have, high-tech stuff, stereo and all that stuff, the alternator's got so many options with, 75 amp, 90 amp. If you're going to throw air condition on your car, you know, you're going to do dual batteries, alternator's the way to go. Okay, and I have it. I just went and clipped a bunch of stuff in my shop and I labeled them. Each one's got a different inside diameter. You use the wrong one, you're going to be using a clamp, squeeze down on it, you know, and okay, got it tight, doesn't leak. But guess what? It's going to decay, it's going to degrade, stuff's happening. So what size normal Volkswagen is a 5mm? Okay, 5mm. Now, even on this engine, from the tank to the fuel pump, I just have it pushed on. Gravity fed. Gravity fed from my tank up front of the car to the hard line in the tunnel. I push it on maybe a good 3/4 inch or so. Inch, 3/4, I push them on pretty good. Now I'll tell you right now, once that bond's on it, you ain't getting it off. You gotta take a razor blade off. But on the output, we're talking about 3 PSI. 2, 3, 4 PSI, depending on your rod length, and there's a lot of factors about the weight, you know, lots of other factors. But let's say 3 PSI for talking purposes. So you got pressure. Wherever you got pressure, you should put a clamp on it. Original Volkswagens did not have, they didn't put clamps on. If you had the right lines, you had the right everything, it's fine. But modern, you know, as time goes along, use clamps on the pressure side.
Hey everybody, we've had a couple of tech sessions, pretty cool. So I was just gonna run y'all through and let you kind of get a gander at everybody who's here. There's Bumblebee, Puddin' and Jerry and Lumpy. There's our hostess with the mostest, Alan's bus, right there. We'll keep walking down through here. It's actually, it's a day where you really need a canopy. That tent's huge. It's bigger than my house. There's Lumpy's driver, chauffeur. Lots of cars. Good setup over here. Bevo. Cory's machine. Over there. There's Nick. Hey, buddy. Roger Moore. And his setup. Doom buggies. There's Dwayne and company. There's Rita. Got a good swap down here. Got a Scirocco steering wheel. How's it going, boss? Good to see you, man. Good. You got some goodies today? Look at all these nice little cars. Wow. You go to Walmart all the time?
You know what? Because I work over there.
Oh, there you go. You get first dibs. Now we know the truth. There's a thing. If you need some seats, there's some seats. Let's see. There's Herbie, Clayton's car. Oh, here's one for sale. Oh, look at that. That was pretty. 66 Bahama Blue. For sale. Super. And some parts as parts. Oh, look at that. Got lots of goodies, and here's all the Beetles over here all set up. Here's the guys over here. This is where the truth is happening. How's it going, y'all? I don't want to know what kind of stories you're being told over here.
Remember that time?
Yeah, I know better. Good to see y'all. All right, y'all. There's Cory's. We gotta check this out. Okay. All right, y'all, we're live with Cory's 64.
Yeah, so 64 panel.
Okay.
Originally delivered to San Francisco, California. Started its life there.
All right.
At some point, I don't know if the dealers did it or if it's later on in its life, it got converted to a Westy camper.
Ah, so it had it's not SO42 kit?
Well, so it's this is split.
That is split.
And you can tell, you know, the handles.
That's bay there, though.
That's split, but this is bay.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
it's looking at it's got a 70 on it.
yeah.
So this is 70
but
bay.
there's not much difference.
It's not, yeah,
The
yeah.
door
The
on
handle,
the handle and the doors are,
Yeah.
are skinnier.
Yeah.
But this is bay, I mean split because it
Split,
fits.
yeah. It's got the right
If
contour.
you ever look at
it doesn't
Ziggy
have
on
that,
Jake's,
yeah.
it's a bay.
Yeah, yeah. I did that to a 66.
Yeah.
I took a 70 bay and put that in there. Someone built this.
The jump seat?
Yeah, the jump seat.
So it's just
not
kind of
original.
Okay.
But it works. It's good.
Yeah.
And they had like a 73 model sink and fridge or a sink and ice box
Okay.
right here. I took that out.
First
It's just,
thing.
you know,
Yeah.
I built a little platform to put the ice chest on.
Perfect.
then
And
I
you
could
got
put
your
stuff,
storage
you know,
underneath. I love it.
Sealed this off. I added electric
Ooh,
here.
okay.
Which has the outlets behind it there.
Okay. Is that for shore power only, or is
Yeah,
it, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
That is right there.
Okay.
It's got USBs on it, so that's like $8 on Amazon. This is like $10 on Amazon. So drop in. It actually goes to like a desk, like you would drop it in a desk.
Oh my
It's got,
gosh, yeah.
the USB-C and the old
Okay.
USBs.
Tell me about this floor.
Yeah, that was already there.
It's
yeah.
one piece.
Yeah, they just yeah.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for more electricity here, I added this, which
Okay.
is really cool. I don't know, it's like $15 on Amazon. But so it's got on-off switch, it's got the cigarette lighter, it's got 3 USBs, it's got the USB-C. But I thought this was cool is it has a voltmeter. So it's like it's telling me right now my battery's at 12.5.
So this is running off your
straight off the starter
smoke.
battery.
Okay, starter
Yeah.
battery. Okay.
I'll probably eventually add a deep cycle lithium, do
Right.
something like that. But for now, I was like, all right, just add that quick, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do in my other setup. But it's nice that to have that voltmeter there. You know if you're killing.
Yeah, you're
battery,
like, oh,
you
wait
know.
a minute, I'm way.
Yeah, you know,
But you know what I've noticed? I don't think it draws much.
Well, when you're doing LEDs on everything, which is what I have, my dome lights all LED.
Yep.
Every light in there.
Was this already done?
Yeah, this is already done. All the ceiling. So yeah, but it's good not only for when you're parked, but I'll look at it while I'm running, and it just tells me that my alternator's good. Like because I had an alternator one time poop out on me.
Yep.
The voltage regulator went out, and it was pumping out 18 volts, and it fried a radio.
64.
Yeah. So one add-on that's actually on the birth certificate is it has hazards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which isn't that a weird light?
Well,
light on
that's 63 had that.
really.
Jake's single cab has that.
Okay, because
Yes.
you know, of course, I've seen 64s and without any hazards,
Right.
but it was actually an add-on. It
Jake's-
it wasn't required. I had a 66 that had hazards, but it had the red
Right.
knob
Yep.
that lights
It
up.
doesn't-
It lights up
Not
like
on
the whole
not
bus.
on the dash.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is a 64.
Yeah.
You got the heater is on the tube itself.
On the,
not
on the totem pole or whatever, no vents to the side.
Yeah.
That hadn't been turned on in forever, and so I hooked everything up, and it blew so much
did you
junk
find some
out.
good stuff?
Oh, it was blowing junk out on the highway. Just like I was like all gritty and dirty after driving it.
Dude, this is awesome. Ceiling lights red too, baby.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so
Wow.
there's a few more things I'm gonna do to it, but it's a 20-footer.
And what motor are you running at?
I got a 1600 dual port.
Okay.
Now it had a 3031 pick 3 carburetor on it. I may go up to a 34. I don't know. I'll see on that. But
and you're looking for a rack too, aren't you?
I need a rack.
Yeah, you were looking for a rack.
I want to. What's it? HWE.
Yeah, HWE.
That's what I want.
If you can get, well, like Chad was used to build them over in Florida, but he builds them knockdowns now, I think. Supper time. Alberto. Oh, bean dip. What you got over there on the grill, Alberto? Ah, delicious hot doggies. Tube steak. Tube steaks. Justin's got something going on over here. He's got all kinds of paraphernalia there. I can't tell what he's got going on. Condiments. King of condiments. And here we are at Shade Dead Drive-In. Let's see.
This is the top sirloin.
Let's see what the Harms are having today.
This is a little steak.
Oh my God, they even have bread
Yeah,
and real plates and silverware.
right, and Fiji water, of course.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my.
nothing
What
less.
what is going on here? This is like.
I said you were bougie.
Bougie, take your camping feeder. You're ruining my life, man. How am I going to keep up? How am I going to have my?
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one for Matt to live down.
This is the things you don't do on a camp out. You don't feed your wife stuff that you'd never feed her otherwise.
We had steak on the Euro trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So I'm just keeping.
Then we'll see how the other half lives over here. Pork rinds,
Oh,
avocados.
dang it! I'm still in your
No,
mustard.
no, use that because we're not taking it home.
I don't like low rent mustard. I use French's. Okay.
What are you doing, Willie? Well, good morning, VW Lifers. As you can see, it's raining. We're in the middle of a lull right now. It has been quite a storm, but everybody's out. Justin's making coffee over there. It's not too bad. We're high and dry. That's what matters. The few brave that are left at the drive-in. Good morning, everybody. It wasn't too bad. And we got some blue skies coming out, so we're getting ready to break camp here in 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so. Let's see how the Roger Moore compound survived the storm of the century. Oh yeah, at least everything's still standing over here. How was tent camping there, Mr. D?
It was good until my
Uh-oh, the
blew off.
oh no. And then what happened?
Then I laid in the water.
Oh God. Where did you sleep? Well, good morning there, G-man.
How's it going?
Where'd you sleep, buddy? Inside.
In my tent.
Dry?
Yeah, completely dry the whole night.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. This is the side of the what do you call it? The rainfly disaster there. Well, everybody, we missed that. Look at that. Thank goodness the red is just kind of like skirted around us. And there's some blue sky there. So I think we're gonna luck out. I'm gonna try to, oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, your morning has not been complete until El Breto. There he is. How'd you sleep there, buddy?
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Did Susie sleep good too?
Yeah.
There's Susie back there hiding. El Breto. Did y'all sleep well? Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you stay dry?
Yeah.
El Breto. The rains are done.
Is it?
Yeah. Hey everybody! Wow! It looks like we're getting ready to go into another bit of the storm here. Just springtime in Texas is pretty much the norm. When they start hitting, they just keep popping, building up and popping. We had a great time. I'd like to thank Alan and Dallas for putting on the second annual VWs at the Last Picture Show Drive-In. What fun, what fun, what fun, hanging out with everybody. Special thanks to Roger Moore for his tech session. How awesome was that? And Elliot with the deck height instructions. That was fantastic as well. And thanks everybody for attending the Last Picture Show Drive-In. What fun going to drive-in with your buddies and your VWs. Doesn't get any better than that, does it, Willie? Willie's not a fan of storms. We're going to be rolling south down towards Round Rock. But I just want to say thank you guys for joining us today.
Make sure you tell your aunts and tell your uncles and everybody you know about VW Life. What a fun event. Just put on a show, y'all. This was about as low-key as it gets. And so much fun. That's what it's all about, everybody. Until next time, y'all have a good rest of your day. We appreciate y'all watching VW Live. Bye, everybody.